get something in your hands for this today to start with. These are little peanuts. They're little squeezy devices, okay? You get them from the nationalpeanutboard.org. Anyway, it's just to promote, peanuts for those who don't have allergies. And I want to show you this little device. When you're traveling and you're on location, as I am this month, these little things, if you can't bring your balance pad, then a lot of you have the balance pad. So this is no more than those furniture movers, sliders that you find. Get the big one. You can get the oblong one, however, and it's going to slide on, and it's meant to be used on a carpet. So I'm going to put it right there in front of me. I got my little peanuts in my hand, and I'm simply going to take a little slide. See this? So I'm pressing into my toe, and some of you say, well, what if I don't have that? Then what you do is you step forward and slide back. See? Step forward, slide back. It's just that this facilitates the slide. So here's the deal. This will get you warmed up super quick, and you can do this one sitting down if you needed to sit down, or hold on to the side of a chair. And I might tell you, anytime you have a movable device under your foot, always have a wall, a chair, something next to you that you can put your hand on. See what I'm doing? I'm sliding out. This knee is soft. I'm pulling it back in as far back as I can. Then I'm going to take it all the way down. If I don't have that slider device, I'm just going to put my foot out here. Knee is soft on the opposite side, and I'm going to slide it. Okay? Then, so you'll just have to pick up your toe a little bit more than I have to, because I have this little slider. So I don't know about you, but when you're moving things around all on your own, you need to have those sliders. Who knew? You could use it for this. And you see what I'm doing with my little rolled up sock, or this little ball. This is a little oblong type ball. It's a little peanut, okay, that I got at a trade show, and I got a whole bunch of them for my exercise and my PE classes. Okay, see what I'm doing? So I've got my toe into my slider. You could use, for that matter, like a plate, a disc that will move. So I'm acting like I'm sliding. I'm acting like I'm skating or skiing, cross-country skiing. That would be good. Okay, so I'm going to switch. All right, and again, anytime you have a slider, this is my disclaimer, under your foot, have a chair next to you, a wall next to you, a counter, something that you can hang on to. Okay, so I'm squeezing the ball. I'm going to go in and out with my hands as I press into my toe. If I don't have a slider, I'm going to step forward, slide it back. Step forward, slide it back from the midfoot. Okay, and hopefully you're on a surface. You can do this pretty much on any surface depending on what your shoes are. Okay, so here I go again, cross-country skiing. Yes, some of you know that move. Some of you just see it in the movies. And that's okay, you're doing it right now. Okay, so as I'm squeezing, I'm keeping my supported knee soft. This move, pressing on that toe, whether or not you have a slide bar like I have, see, I can do this step, slide, step, squeeze, slide. See, I'm doing it just like you would do it if you didn't have one of these little gems, these little slider things. But when you go back, I want you to slide, drag your toe. It will be enough pressure that you have to use your hamstring gluteal, okay? Gently, gently. That's all I want to do. My tummy's tight. I'm breathing in through my nose. So I'm hoping that you're continuing to try to train yourself to breathe through your nose more, okay? So I'm just doing it just like you. I'm stepping and then I'm pushing into my toe and I'm sliding. And I'm dropping my shoulders and I'm reaching out and in and squeezing. Yeah, just like that. So these little slider things are very nice. This would be very difficult to do, see, if you didn't have a slider. Now, could I do it? Yeah, but I would be tapping, see? So I tap and I tap. See that? This leg, the knee is slightly bent, soft, okay? Then you shift, then you tighten, then you drop, and you got these. I'm gonna go over here, open, squeeze, and then open, cross. Open, squeeze, open, cross. Drop your shoulders. Why did I know that your shoulders came up? You're right, because I know that I have slugs that forget things like that. And it's okay. I have super slugs in my class. See, open, squeeze, knee is soft. You should be feeling some heat generating in this hip, in this quad. That's right. Open, then cross. See, I'm on opposite. Big breath into the nose. Okay, one more. Should be hot. Right here. Should be heating up. Yes. And see if I had this little slider thing, which I'm doing it with you because I know you don't have them right now. I just showed you that today. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to get my set. I'm going to shift, bend my knee. I'm going to tap and then swing over here. So see, I'm not just stepping like from here to here. I'm doing a swing over. The supporting leg is soft, okay? The rib cage is up. Then I'm gonna cross, squeeze, then open. We'll go together this time instead of opposite. Okay, here we go. Open. So when you open, here's the deal. When you open, pretend I'm behind you with my hands on your shoulder. Drop those shoulders. Say rib cage up. Yeah. Stay right here in that supported leg. Swing it over there. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Okay, now I want you to bring your thumb on the squeezy. And somebody might say, well, I don't have those balls. You know, those little things you have there. These are just these little peanuts. There's many balls that you can get that are squeezy. I have tons of them at my PE room. It's not my PE room anymore. Here we go, over here. Tight tummy, drop your shoulders. Yeah, this should be heating up now. Takes me a while to heat up the side where my hip is replaced on. As Chrissy or anybody else that has a hip replaced can tell you, you have to move differently and you have to really stay with it to get these muscles to fire because you have a lot of interruption of nerve, of muscle, of everything, and it works differently, okay? That's why many people joining in here might think online or pulling it up YouTube, it's not for everybody. It's for people who need to take care of their joints, is the point. You have to move differently, okay? So now that I've got myself woke up with swinging, with pulling front to back, swinging across, now we're gonna turn that toe out and we're gonna bring that knee up, okay? Now I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna turn the toe out. I've already gotten these worked up. They're already starting to warm, okay? Here's the deal, y'all. I hope you're hearing me. You saw me do this. And many of you thought, oh, geez, I have to get my knee all the way up there. No, you don't. I just want you to kind of bring it up a little. See how I have this here? I want to pull my toe out and come up like that. See? But you don't have to go any certain height. Those of you with wonkety hips, with a little balance issues, I'll tell you where I would have you do this. I would have you back up to a wall. I think you can see me here. And I would have you do this. See, turn out to the side, and you would come up, and you would have that point of contact, okay? And you just lean your butt into the wall or into a counter, and you don't worry about how high you go with it. Is my goal that you could come on up? Yeah, but maybe not right now. But do you see this? I'm turning out. Here's these squeezy balls. I'm going to bring those elbows in. I'm going to soften my knee like I told you to do. And you're going to find tightnesses. You're going to find little quirks and jerks when you move in this way. Okay, so I'm taking a little longer in our warm-up today to get these hips, knees, feet, ankles, core, shoulders moving. Why? It's cold outside. It's going to take a little bit. I know. Okay. Don't you move better when you take a nice warm shower and then you step out? Yes. Same thing. Just think of this as taking a warm shower. Yeah, I know. I know. I understand. It's cold. I understand. Here we go. Take a breath. See, I keep my elbows down. I don't have to go way up. As a matter of fact, if you're jerking, if it's super laborious for you to get the knee up very high, don't worry about going high. Turn the toe out, set back into a hip hinge, shift, and then get, by squeezing your muscles, contracting your muscles, get that lift going, okay? So this is a very good move to incorporate for mobility. It's a moving stretch. So I hear a lot these days. There is so much stuff out there on, all the social media, which there's some really good things and there's some things you should ignore. But a lot being said about moving to stretch. All that is walking, doing what we're doing right now. Yeah. So see, I was doing it very hesitatingly. But once I get into the move of it, whoa, core back, lift your rib cage. So Nancy's on today. So Nancy, this is the walk that I want you to do in the mall. You just get you some little squeezy things here and do this right down the middle of the mall. People will come around you and say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this magical move. I know. All right. So here I am now. Now we're going to do pull back, okay? The task is on this one, and then we're going to start with our weights. So I've done a lot of foundational work, and I want you to think of all those moves that we just did. Think of them now. What if I was doing this hanging on to pretty heavy weights? Yeah, that's where we're going. But before we do that, see, I'm doing like this. See that? And I'm just going to tap my toe here. My knee is soft. And I'm gonna just pull up, switch, tap my toe, pull up, switch, tap my toe, pull up, switch, drop my chin, tap my toe, pull up, switch, pull up, switch. Yeah, breath. So once you've done, I don't know, a set of these, could be 8, could be 10. However, if I were really getting you ready for, you know, an outside event, I had you do 2 sets of 10. I know. And I know we haven't done that many. You can't tell me we've done that many, Kathy. Breath, keep your chin tucked, pull. So see, I'll always take my foot back and I'll give it a little tap. Why? Because some of you will pull your foot back and guess what you're doing? You're turning it out. I want to lead. I want to squeeze the gluteal, bring it back in, take your leg back, give it a little tap, drop your shoulders, pull with the heel leading. Yes. Then you come back in, switch. If you start getting very tight here, which is very, very expected, take a break, turn, 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 turn. So I want you to key in, because if you're doing this right, you are going to feel these firing. And in just a minute when we have weights, they're really going to. So this is what you do. You tap it back, realign, pull, and come back. Tap it back, realign, pull, and come back. And so when you're going up with your heel lifting, you are really getting the gluteal, the back extensors, okay, on either side of your spine and deep into your lower back and your tailbone, your pelvic floor, everything is firing when you do this. Take some time to do several, okay? Okay, that said, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna put my little peanuts down. Yes. And look here. See this? It's a golf club. It's a kid golf club. So let me show you something. You take that golf club right there and you just put your the back of your head on your forehead. See that? See that? That's it. And then I put my foot, I just am sliding it back. I already introduced this slide. This is our first move this morning. And if you don't have one of these little slider discs, what do? Well, you just put your foot in front of you and slide it back. Because I'm trying to help you gently innervate the back leg muscles as well as your core. So why do I have you only with a bar? See, I'm using a golf club because I couldn't find a broom that wasn't employed. Okay, see this? It keeps the space between my hands correct, okay? When I put my back of my palm, back of my hand on my forehead and I bring this right here, that's perfect. That's perfect alignment. That's how I want you. And if I didn't have you do that, I guarantee you this is what you'd be doing. You'd be flailing all over because that's what slugs do. And I have super slugs and I love it because I get to correct you constantly. I can do it in my sleep. I can see each one of you moving. Okay, so here I am again. I'm just gonna slide it back. See, I'm using the little slider. If you don't have the slider, just step and do what we did to begin with. And you put this right here. Now this move is going to be extremely important in just a few minutes. See, I'm going to step forward. The back of my hand is right on my eyebrows. time that I'm doing this move, I keep my tummy tight, just braced, and I keep my shoulders down. Yeah, and then you can switch anytime you need to. In fact, you can do one and then the other. See this? This is what's called dynamic stretching, moving through non-typical or correct moves that we're going to be using later with weights. Yeah, I know you can't wait. So I'm taking extra time this morning because it is cold. It takes a little while. And there will be some people that might pull this up on YouTube and think, oh, that's way too easy or whatever. Generally, those are the ones that forever keep injuring themselves. Do you see this? I love this because it helps me do a rotation as I pivot in a total 360. Now, I can do this pivot on that little disc that I showed you super easy, okay? You can do it on the floor. You just have to be mindful to keep your knees soft. You see what I'm doing? I'm doing a 360. I'm not going to say spin because I'm not really, I am spinning, but I'm not doing what you typically do think of as spinning because I'm going very slowly. As I turn, I'm focusing on something on each turn in the wall, the four-corner turn. See that? And my knee has to be soft when I'm pivoting, okay? Now I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Am I going fast? Absolutely not, but I am pivoting. And so this is another really functional, a real balance move, okay? And it's gentle, but it gets you to move in circular direction without getting dizzy. And you're innervating or you're using your vestibular system, which is in your inner ear, connected to everything, okay? This is an extremely important move that I probably should incorporate every single workout with you. I'm just doing it in a standing situation. We do a lot of different positional things. Okay, one more time. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. If you go fast, that's when you get into trouble. You don't go fast and you focus. You train yourself to focus as you're spinning so that you don't feel like you're spinning. That's the point. Okay, I'm going to put my little bar down and I'm going to use my chair. You have my little chair here. I think you can see it. Yeah. And I'm going to simply do my first big bend. So I'm right here. I'm going to go right down. I'm going to go drop my butt and then I'm going to come up and then I'm going to go right back down. So adjust your feet so that your shoulder width, and then set back into the heels and into the butt. Put your hands toward the back of the chair and press back into your heels. Now stay down there and straighten the legs. Then do that again. Here we go. Elbows are in. Okay, drop into the heels. And then up, 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 until you feel a stretch. Then you just rotate, bending one knee, bending the other knee, bending one knee, bending the other knee, one knee, then the other knee. Yay, and now sit back and then come back up. Good, good, good. All right. Now, I'm gonna sit down in my little chair. I think you're seeing me okay. I'm gonna turn a little bit to the side so you see what I'm doing. Okay. Here's my little weights that I brought down so that I can do these workouts with you a little more smoothly. Okay, I'm gonna pick up not the lightest weight. I'm gonna pick up a 9 in either hand. Okay, both hands I mean. That's what I mean, both hands. I'm gonna pick up a 9. Okie dokie. So, put your hands on right, cap your knee, just like that. Turn, look, put your hands on your knees, turn, look, okay? These are very important little intersets to do in our little workout today. So we did a lot of core dynamic moving to get started and to start loading. So we've already started loading, whether you knew it or not. And so here I am. I'm going to turn these like this so that when I go like this, the dial side is up. Many of you have these channel locking weights. And if you don't, just either side's fine. Okay, so they're right here. Take a big deep breath. Yeah. You're going to bring them right here to your shoulder. So right off, we're letting our frame feel how much weight we've got there. So again, generally light for me is about a 6 pound. I picked up 2 9-pounds. I have them right here. I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to come back down. Okay, so we're going to start working the arms, then we're going to stand up and do some of those classic moves that we did to start with. See how I'm coming in here? I'm going to bring those weights here, then I'm going to open, and then I'm going to press right to the top of my head here. See that? And I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to bring them down. You stop and rest anytime you need to. It needs to be at least a medium effort, okay? Because we're doing some arm stuff. So while I have in my little break here, you'll see me open my fingers and wiggle them. Yeah, you need to do that. Get the blood moving in there because we're hanging on to these. We're going to do a lot of these today. Here we go. Right here. See how I opened? See that? Drop my chin. Then I'm going to open like this. Yeah. Then I'm going to go right here. Just right there. Now, I'm showing you this move, but you need to be the judge of whether or not you take your weights up. And how do you know that? I'm going to show you right now. So you drop your shoulders. I'm leaning in, then I'm going to open back, pull. I'm going to come right here to the front of the shoulders. And right now is where I would watch your positioning. See? Because when I go up, if I can't get these weights to come just above my ears, see, if that's not possible, then I probably won't take these weights up. If I'm doing this, then by all means, you don't go up. Then you come in, then you come down, okay? So what I just showed you was crucial to many moves, and it's one of the reasons why moving weight above your head has been criticized. It's because people hurt themselves. They hurt themselves because they do it incorrectly, number one, and they have rounded shoulders. See, it's very hard for them to do that. So I'm going to open back. Here I am. I'm going to open back, come right here, and I'm going to do that several times now. See this? When you come back right here, open your fingers and wiggle them, then come right back down, breath, right there, breath, wiggle your fingers, either here or here, whichever way you feel comfortable. Look at my elbows in doing this. They're not flared. See this? They're right, pointing forward. Because I'm trying to load your core. I'm trying to load your back, and I'm in a sitting position, so I have to be very careful how I'm manipulating this weight. Keep my chin tucked. Breath into the nose. Keep your shoulders down. Okay, get ready now. Okay, right here. Now open. Okay, check to see. Can you get it right above the ear? If you can, then stay with us. If you can't, put the weight right here and just try to get your hands, your elbows, see, in line with, see, I'm touching the top of my ears. So that's how you start moving better, okay? If you can, then you're right here with me. Breath, see, I'm open. Breath through the nose. Breath through the nose. Out through the nose if possible. Stay back there. Tight, tight tummy. Yeah. You're opened at the hip. You're going just above the ear. Don't use weight if you cannot get your hands and your elbows back here. Okay. Breath. 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 Okay, one more. Here we go. Okay, bring them in. I know you just love that, right? Okay. Now we're gonna open the legs. We're gonna hip hinge forward. See that? Hip hinge forward. Bring those hands right down beside you, just like that, okay? And pull. So it's a push-pull. Here we go. We're gonna pull, and when you come in, don't go so fast that you can't complete the move. So you're gonna come right here, pull your shoulder blades in, push your shoulders down. The shoulder blades will then be in the perfect position. And only then do you take and extend through the elbow, okay? Breath in through the nose. Breath, keep your chin tucked. Breath. So we're kind of doing like a massage. It's not like a real abrupt push-pull type thing. You're easing into it, okay? See that? Drop those shoulders. So when you push back, right here, ask yourself, have I pulled my shoulder blades in a little? See, I don't want them cramming into your shoulders. I just want them in good line. Breath. Here we go. Breath. Here we go. Breath. Yeah. Push back. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Massage that up and then open back. See? Push back. So this is our push pulls. Here we go. Pull it in. Here we go. Push back. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Yeah. Just two more. Stay with me. Here we go. One more. Good. Okay. Come right back up. So this is a medium weight. We woke up our legs quite extensively this morning because it's a cold morning. We have to get going gently. Okay. This is 9 pounds. Okay. I'm sitting here on this chair. I'm going to stand up with it. And here's what I would watch. I would watch what is happening with your knees because I have 18 pounds here. Okay. I haven't stood up yet with poundage, just with my own body weight, which is poundage, more or less, right? Okay, are you ready? So I'm right here. I'm gonna really push into my heels, but you know I'm gonna watch? I'm gonna watch my knees, because if I come in even a little, or if I rotate out, then I'm not using the right muscles to get myself up. So I wanna keep my knee pretty much tracking over my toe, okay? So I'm gonna come right here, and right here. Yes. And I have 18 pounds on my frame. Now I'm gonna have more in just a minute. Now I'm gonna go into that move and I'm gonna take the butt down as if I'm gonna sit, but I'm not. But I'm gonna suggest, I was gonna say require, but at this point I can't require nothing because I can't see you. I want you to touch the chair with the backs of your legs. So I want it to look like this. See that? So I'm acting like I'm gonna sit, but I don't. This is a very good move if you do it correctly. and it's gonna hammer right above your knees, okay? Right here, this is where I want. So I'm right here, I'm hanging on to this. My upper body is getting more strength without doing too much. So here goes, boom, and back up. Take a breath. Right now, have you squeezed your butt? My guess is no, until I said it. It's okay. That's super slug behavior. Down, tap, come up, squeeze. Yes, go back. Heels, come back up, squeeze. Back down, breathe. Come up, breathe. Yeah, just don't get confused. On the inhale, exhale, just breathe. Here we go. Breath into the nose, out through the nose if possible. Stay into the heels, stay into the heels. Do not round your back. The lower you go, the more you have to stay rib cage up. Big breath into the nose, heels, 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 heels. Stay with me, squeeze. Okay, let's just say 3 more. Okay? Stay with me, stay with me. One more, one more. Yes. Squeeze that butt. Get your little foot ready. You remember our little slides? Uh-huh. Now I have weights. See, I'm going to take this out. I'm just going to pull it back. Okay? So what has to happen? So we don't want to fall. So we get into the mid feet and we bend our knee. Then we shift our weight so that we can pull. So if you don't have one of them slide things, see? I know that was bad English. I know I'm making my teachers crazy. But what's new? Drop your shoulders, tight tummy. Just step out there. See that? Pull back. You're doing this with whatever weight you chose to balance. See, pull it back. Squeeze. Okay. Step right into it like that. Okay, drop your shoulders. Pull. The supporting leg is soft. These are so effective when you have one of these little slider things. And what I love is that many people who have had knee surgery or ankle surgery or whatever, this is one of the things they have to do to get their hamstrings going. So now I've switched. And what am I doing with these? Well, right now, they're right here that I have to manage. Okay, and they're right by my side. I just put weight. I'm doing what in essence is a carry, okay? So here I am. I'm going to slide this foot forward. I'm going to pull it back, okay? You don't have one of these little slide jobbers. Just put your foot out front. You're managing these. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin in. Tighten your tummy. Knee is soft. Pull. Just let it drag on the floor. Yes, right here. Pull. Yeah, just like that. Hang on to these. We're going to switch them in just a second. See, I'm pulling. So, what's the benefit in doing something like this? Everything, especially with your knee, back of the knee, front of the knee, balance. Oh my goodness. Okay. Take these, we're going to change the focus by changing position. I have a 9 and a 9, and I'm going to put them up here now. So this is one of my favorites to do with somebody that says that they're heading into osteoporosis. Yeah, so we loosen up our fingers. We have our weights right here. See that? And we say rib cage up. That's number 1. Shoulders down. Number 2. Got it? Chin is tucked. Number 3. I'm going to tap out here. Bring it in. I'm going to tap to the other side. Bring it in. And if I had that little slide, Well, yeah, I'd be sliding, but here's what's going to happen. You're going to do it on the floor with me because I just introduced that little device. Now right now is where you say rib cage up. Big difference. Pull. See that? Step out. Pull. Like, act like you're trying to smash a cockroach. I can see Nancy going, ooh. But it got you to push, didn't it? What if you were trying to smash a cockroach and you didn't want to run up your leg? I know. See, it's a good visual. Here we go. Okay, rib cage up. Okay, push on the toe. It's dragging. Yes. I'm managing 18 pounds now as I'm doing this inner thigh or adductor move. So I'm working adductors. On the other side, I'm working abductors. Okay. Yeah. Don't let your toe turn. The toe is pretty much straight on and you're pulling it. One more. Here we go. Breath into the nose. Yes. Yeah, these should be getting tired. I want them to stay there if possible. If you just can't do it, bring them down. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to keep them up there. I'm just going to hang on to them right here. Okay. Squeeze the shoulders to the ears and down. Squeeze them to the ears and down. Squeeze them to the ears and down. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Step out here. And what are you going to do? Yeah, you're going to step on the cockroach. Oh, I forgot. Y'all don't have cockroaches up in Michigan. Well, pretend. Here we go. See? See? This is such a great move. Now, would I like for you to be on this thing? Of course. Because this is inner outer. This is so important. And it's one that we don't generally do through the day. I mean, we use these. We only know about them when we've like you did skiing or you did snowboarding or you did pickleball and you went after a shot like this. Yeah, this is one of my favorite moves for my pickleball players, actually. See? See? Yes. Take a breath. 18 pounds right here. Pull. Yeah. Tight tummy. Yeah. Pull. Yeah. Okay, just one more. Just one more. Here we go. Pull. Yeah. I know. I kept my toe on there just because it was fun. Sorry. I want you to go get you some of them. You can get, the big ones, the oblong ones, or the big round ones. Okay, here's my 18 pounds. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to have them to the front. Here's my concern. Whenever I pull your weights to the front, many of you that have rounded shoulder issues, you give into too much of a rounded shoulder. So what I want you to do right now is just pull those shoulders back, pull them up to your ears. Okay, now keep your tummy tight and pull them together. See the shoulder blades together. Now go from there and go up to the ears. Okay, now go back, pull your shoulder blades in, now drop them down. Now you're correct. Keep them down. I'm stepping right here. These come forward, but keep your shoulders down, okay? So I'm right here, I'm hanging on to these right like this. I am not bending at my waist. I hope you hear that. I am bending from my hips. I'm pushing my butt back. Now, could I have super heavy weights here? Absolutely. But that would be not smart. I want to strengthen my back. I don't want to hurt my back. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to hip hinge. Here's my 9 pound and 9 pound. And I'm going to go pull. See that? So it's a very subtle move. It's through the shoulders. Drop the shoulders. Here we go. Breath. You're leaning in. I want you to push your butt out like you shine in your tail lights. Yes. Yes, keep that back very extended. And I'm just pulling these in. So we did this before. I don't know if you remember that. So now I have them in front and I'm just pulling them, pulling my shoulder blades in, coming down. I'm not coming very far. This is a hip hinge move. I'm lifting, my shoulder blades are coming in, and I'm really hammering my heels down. Breath, breath, whoo, breath. Two more. One more. Squeeze your butt. Keep those right here and put one leg back there. See that? And then we just do a little tiny lift on it. And here's what you don't want to do. If I were with you right now and I had you do this move, I had you put your foot back there and you're hanging on here, your back is extended. The minute that you would leave your toe from the ground, I would make sure that it wasn't turning out, okay? So this is back extensors. This is gluteal. This is hamstring. Do not open the hip. Yeah. Pull, pull, squeeze, pull. Big breath, breath. Keep the toe in and stand up. So when you know when to stand up, when the supporting hip starts heating up really good, and you can only do about one more. That's when you switch. So again, this should be a medium weight for you. This is just, I just happen to pick up 9 and 9, okay, because that's a medium for me. Now we're going to put the other leg behind. See that? So it's times like right now that many times I've thought to myself, oh my goodness, what if I was a centipede? I don't know, it's just a thought that came to me. Okay. Drop your shoulders. I know you're rolling your eyes, but think about that. You'd have to do this a lot. Okay, what do we want? What's our parameters? Hip hinge, rib cage up. Yes. You're grounded into the front leg. Yes. My knee is soft. Yes. When I lift, I'm going to squeeze my gluteal. I'm going to squeeze my gluteal. I'm going to keep my legs straight. This is, oh man, this is back extensors 101 for sure. So it's right here. Square up. Keep that toe headed down. Do not open that hip. Okay? Don't open the hip. Stay balanced. It's real. This was my hard side. I have to really concentrate to stay in balance here. Breath. Keep that toe in. Breath. Hang on. Keep the toe in. Breath. Breath. Yeah, stay with me. Stay with me. So how do you know? How do you know how many to do? The supporting hip, the supporting leg should be heating up. Yeah, I've got about 3 more maybe. 3 more correct. Okay. One more. And come back. And then go out. See, like that? Take a breath. Pull. Right there. Take a wide stance. Bring them right here. Pull. Right here. Woo. Breath. Breath. Try your best to go nose and nose. Hip hinge. See how I'm hip hinging? I'm not standing board straight. I'm hip hinging a little. And then standing. Ah. Breath. Breath. Keep your hands open. Don't turn them. Not yet. We're going to, but not yet. Ah. Okay, turn them now. Hammer. This is hammer. 1 and 2 and don't swing them. Lift them. Your chin tucked. Big breath. Keep your elbows in. That's where I would be watching right now. If I were with you, I would watch your elbow. It's the classic cheer move. When it gets heavy, you throw an elbow. Keep your elbows close. Keep going until you're just like, I can't do another one. Breath, 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 and breath. And bring it down. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna drop these into my rack. Okay. Woo. Shake out your hands, shake out your hands, shake out your hands. Yes. I'm going to turn this like this. So right now is when it's really important to do this next move, because we've put a big load. It was constant. It was a very good warm up, getting all the back extensors on board. And then I did medium load, but I hammered it through the whole class. So now we need to let it reset, so to speak. So don't tighten your tummy, don't tighten your butt. Step wide, soften your knees. See, I have my chair here. You could do this against a wall, a counter, a bed, whatever. See how I'm starting to go like this? I'm dropping my shoulders. I'm pushing my hip bones toward the chair, these hip bones, okay? Then I'm gonna bring my hands, once I'm touching the chair so I keep my balance, I wanna soften my knees. Don't lock your knees here, that would be a mistake. Now release your butt. I know, now I want you to release it. I'm never happy. Drop your shoulders, okay? Try your best to just move the backs of your hands closer together. Don't touch them, you don't have to worry about that. I just wanna open the chest. This is the rack. This is for you, Kay. Drop your shoulders, okay? Don't tighten your butt, no, just keep pushing your hips, the hip bones toward the counter, the chair, the wall. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin. Big breath, big breath. Pull, pull, pull. And then come out of that move and come right down with the knees soft. Right here, I'm flaring my elbows down and I'm gonna come back. Yay. Then I'm gonna just go like this. Drop my shoulder, step forward. Drop my shoulder, step forward. Look over my shoulder. Yeah. This is when you do your pendulum. You can go cross, you can go wide. This is a great move. Real gentle, don't swing, don't swing. These are just nice arm circles, okay? Big breath. So these kind of moves affects all your system. It affects your synovial fluid. It gets it flowing in your joints. It affects your lymph systems because you're pushing and pulling, you're getting it moving, okay? So there's just so many multiple benefits to just moving. And what I wanted to do today was focus on arms, but I wanted to do it with a medium weight. I didn't want to overload, okay? Because I knew I was going to do some different moves that we weren't used to doing. And I hope you had a good time. Okay, we'll be on Wednesday.